Good evening. We present the news summary. The proposed budget for 2024 will amount to a little more than 10.6 billion rupees. The Minister for Finance, Nadia Hassan, will present the budget to the National Assembly tomorrow. The Ministry of Education will receive the largest allocation of a little over 1.3 billion rupees, followed by the Agency for Social Protection with 1.2 billion rupees and the Healthcare Agency also with 1.2 billion rupees. Next Wednesday, both leaders in the National Assembly will give their responses to the budget, followed by other members. The Tanzanian man and 7 Seychellois accused of witchcraft practices or acquiring witchcraft services were before the magistrate court once again this morning. The prosecution delivered case documents to each accused and informed the court of certain amendments in the charges pertaining to 4 accused. The court ruled that the defense be given 2 weeks to study the case files and amendments prior to a possible answer. The case will be heard again in 2 weeks' time. Hearing in the Arms and Prevention of Terrorism case continues this week after a break of 1 week. Corporal Magnon continued with the process of identifying arms and ammunitions placed in his custody on the 20th of January last year. Their arms and ammunitions, the police say, were discovered at Mont Blanc at the residence of the first and second accused in the case, Mukesh and Laura Valabji. This morning in court, Corporal Magnon identified several Makarov pistols, magazines and bullets for Dragunov rifles. This December marks 40 years since the Vallée de Mai was inscribed as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. To celebrate the occasion, the Seychelles Island Foundation, SIF, organized a symposium to share information on projects and research conducted in the Vallée de Mai over the past years. President Rom Kalawan took the opportunity to thank SIF for their conservation work and encouraged all Seychellois to do their part to protect the Vallée de Mai.
The Vallée de Mai, at 19.5 hectares, it is among the world's smallest UNESCO sites. The palm forest on the island of Pralay, one of the oldest granitic islands in the world, means that the history of this special place spans over millennia. And despite the constant development of our country, the Vallée de Mai retains its prehistoric tales and character. In commemorating this 40th anniversary, we do more than celebrate this place. We celebrate our commitment as a country to the ideals of conservation and sharing our natural heritage universally. The Vallée de Mai is not just a Seychellois treasure. It is a global treasure, a gift to humanity, and a testament to the power of the shared commitment in the best interest of preserving nature.
Demand versus supply of skilled manpower in the tourism industry and their training were the highlight of a half-day consultative meeting between partners in the tourism industry on Maye and the Department of Tourism. The meeting at the International Conference Center was facilitated by a consultant from the World Tourism Organization, UNWTO. The results will be incorporated in the new Government Tourism Development Strategy 23 to 26 and will also guide the Seychelles Tourism Academy's training program. Consultations will continue with other partners in the tourism trade on Pralay and La Digue.
We need to engage with the industry. That's the key point. They are the ones who are going to be employing people, and they're the ones who deliver the tourism services to our tourists in Seychelles. So hearing from them and what their needs are is critical to ensure that we plan the right things going forward.
A group of Seychellois stakeholders are learning more on climate change diplomacy in preparation for COP28. The three-day workshop was organized by the Ministry responsible for Environment and the Ministry responsible for Foreign Affairs in collaboration with the United Nations Institute for Training and Research. The participants came from various government departments such as the Energy Commission, Department of Environment, Department of Blue Economy, and the Ministry of Health, amongst others.
Such trainings, such capacity buildings are so important to diplomats, to representatives in big conferences such as COP28, but not only. We're trying to train the diplomats to become the next leaders of this topic and to become more knowledgeable, more advanced in their skills, to bring the discussions and issues for SIDS on COP28, but not only, for future COPs coming next year and the year after. And we believe trainings with focus on negotiation skills in international complex scenarios will help and benefit SIDS and LDCs as well.
The governor of Lions Club International, Joyce Degwa, paid a courtesy call on Vice President Ahmed Afif today. Mrs. Degwa said Lions Club was seeking the support of the government in its various projects to help people, particularly with health issues, adding that the club cannot operate in isolation.
Because the services that we are giving are supposed to be given by the government, but we know the government has a limitation. So we have come up to partner with the government so that we are able to do much more to the humanity. Every year, the international, we are international organization, we are given courses on what to work on. They know what is mostly affecting people, so they stress mostly on the 5 core courses, and diabetes and pediatric cancer is one of them, and environment and vision. So the district is mandated to work on those courses. And when we work on them, we give reports to the international so that they see whether we are working on what they have given us. And that is why we deal mostly with the vision and all the other global courses.
An investigation by SBC, BBC and Finance Uncovered has revealed that companies based in the UK used various Seychellois and offshore companies in the Seychelles to conceal through owners. And there are allegations that some of those companies in the UK are facilitating various illegal transactions. The investigative piece will be aired tonight at 9 p.m. on SBC2.
Lots and lots and lots of those Seychelles entities or individuals in the Seychelles appear on UK limited partnerships, limited companies, limited liability partnerships. I mean, our whole structure of legal entities and partnerships is suffused with names from the Seychelles and other countries, not just the Seychelles, but the Seychelles is quite a common occurrence on some of these more exotic arrangements.
And this was the news summary. Thank you for your attention.